Oh yeah. Row, row, fight that power, man. Yeah, yeah, I just wanted to start off with that song because after I read the description to this story, um, I felt like it was appropriate. Fight that fucking power, man. Today we're going to be reading Taking Back the Throne by JenkinsRevenge. Um, who you might remember, I read another one of his fics a little while back. Uh, I believe it was entitled like Jared Milton Dies or something like that, and it was totally random. However, this one is supposedly supposed to be a tragedy, sad and dark, so just like fucking feelings are gonna happen when I'm reading this, maybe. More likes and dislikes, that's cool. Jenkins Revenge actually got banned a couple of days ago. I had seen he had gotten banned, which sucks, you know. I don't know what he did, so. But I liked talking to him. He seemed like a cool dude. So that's unfortunate. Oh, if you guys want to cause, you guys are rebels without causes. Why don't you go check out this petition? You can find it on one of my blogs on my Fanfiction channel. It's a petition for band members, not to get them back, but well, you'll read over it. You'll learn if you read through it. I was made aware by Vocal Brony. So, and he also has a couple of links to it going around on some groups, like Human in Equestria and his own blog. I think even Reggie has a fucking blog about it too, so I assume a lot of people have seen it. But if you haven't, go check it out. It's kind of cool. Kind of a cool idea. But let me just read the description for you guys, because this is a fucking long-ass description, but this is only like a one-shot with 1,000 words, so we have enough time. Let's just do it. Why not? Red Raptor, which, by the way, is an epic name. Red Raptor. Savior, dictator, and finally, demon. Decades ago, at the dawn of a new age, we were abandoned. Both the sun and the moon left us, throwing us to the hungry clutches of chaos and anarchy. Driven to the brink of oblivion by lawlessness and disorder, a lone soul rose. His name was Red Raptor. Captain of the Royal Guard and Slayer of the One. Oh, the One. I just realized it's like Neo or something. The One. You are the One. And Slayer of the One, he took up the mantle of the people. Enacting martial law, he eventually stopped the ravaging fire that was chaos. Deemed savior, he transformed the Royal Guard into the quote-unquote military. With our times of need and desperation behind us, we called for him to step down, to relinquish the scepter of our princesses. He's like, but he refused. Oh no, man. He's like Napoleon, I was gonna say. Or who else was like that? Like, was Julius Caesar like that? I don't know. It's been a while since I remembered history. It's a fucking retarded thing to say. Watching in disbelief as he cut down all those who opposed him, we learned to call him dictator. Mein Führer! With both the ages of light and dark past, light and dark world, he began the new age, the age of oppression. A stallion of his word, he promised to lead us until the end. Little did we know he would deliver us there. Ooh. With a lust, just an unquenching lust, for unflinching loyalty and illimitable dominion. He gave his enforcers immunity to law and reason to act without honor or morals. Never before has Equestria known such malice or evil. Burying himself in soldiers and flesh, he not only deserves the title of Demon. That fucking demon. But the time has come to guide the resistance and end the true tyranny. Taking up the sphere of my father, I will see Equestria returns to the light. 'Cause Kingdom Hearts is light! Here I stand face to face with the devil himself. I have a choice to make. Soon Equestria will know a new savior. Me. Sapphire Spectrum. Now I was wondering, is Sapphire Spectrum like the great fucking grandmother of Rainbow Dash? Because it's like Spectrum and Rainbow? I don't know. Is there some kind of thing going on there? Is she a Pegasus? I don't know. And with death coming down on the oppression of the people, Equestria will once again know the light. Hats off to Aristomash for co-authoring and Dark Ranger Laurelyn for editing. So yeah, cool for those guys. It's always nice to have an editor and co-writer. I have yet to have a co-writer, but I do have an editor for one of my stories. So I know how fun that can be. So let's just get right into the first chapter. I've yet to read it. It's called Liberanos. Liberanos! Ay, chico! Which I believe means, free us? I'm pretty sure. Libera me from hell. Which is kind of why I picked that song as well. Row, row, fight the power! Anyway, let's just get right into the first chapter. I've spent enough time dicking around. Silence seemed alien to the constant buzz and bustle that usually animated the throne room. My ears burn with the intensity of its crushing presence. The infectious mum spread throughout all of Camelot, signaling both victory and the arrival of justice long deserved. Spectrum, give the order. If it was only that simple. The look of complete confidence and satisfaction on Raptor's face was unparalleled. How did he do it? How? He never changed. Ever since they abandoned us, he remained an anchor. He didn't alter his ways or distort his own image. He warped the world around himself. The world revolves around me. But we remain strong, us few, destined to stand and defend that which we tried so hard to protect. That's cool. What are you waiting for? No, it should be like a commanding voice. What are you waiting for? His voice is like nails on chalkboard. Okay. No, it's much worse. That voice, his lone tool of devastation and power, it tortured all the members of our order, like oil to water. They never mixed. He sits on their throne, the throne he prides himself on stealing, and that is where he must die. 10 spearmen, each motivated in their own experiences and losses, each fueled with the lust. Lust again. What is with lust? Each fueled with the lust for dictator's blood now had him at blade. Oh, so they're gonna pull Julius Caesar kind of thing. At 2 Sapphire Spectre? They're gonna like kill him on his own fucking throne? Betray the leader? Outcast by society and driven to the edge of grief and despair, I led them. Me, that one soldier, that background pony. Lyra? Forever waiting the day she would take up her father's helm. To make him proud, to show everyone I could meet the match, that I could be as good as any warrior regardless of my own past, regardless of my problems. Spectrum! Spectrum! The time is now! He must die! I turned to face him, Midnight Fire, also a cool name, age 38. Exiled 12 years ago. Joined the cause 2 years ago. First Lieutenant Soldier 1218. Outcast number 4960 -H. He really is like a fucking Nazi Germany. He has it tattooed on the on his fucking foreleg or whatever. Oh my god. Concentration camps are not funny, so why am I joking about it? We've come all this way. Just do it. No, it should be. We've come all this way. Just do it. End it right here. It may be our only chance, he pleads with me, to do the thing he knows I can't. Evolve. Evolve. Huh. Like a Pokemon. I can't evolve yet. I'm not at a high enough level. I keep asking myself why. Why did he choose me, that scared filly afraid of her own shadow? Found crying in the night beside her mother, whispering to the voices no one else could hear. She's like fucking, what's his name? The kid from Sixth Sense. I see dead people. Even if I could push through, even if it was possible, could I really do that to every pony? To Equestria? To myself? All I've ever known is darkness. I was born in the dark. I was born into these twisted times where martial law was absolute and freedom was a cheap word used to silence the public. Well, that and the military. Martial law, how about that? Probably the most heinous of Red Raptor's crimes was his choice to kill us all, to murder us inside. He's more like Nero, actually, to let the world burn around him while he just sits on his throne. We are hollow. We are hollow? Oh, okay, I get what he's saying there. I thought he was saying we are hollow shells, and I was like, why is there a comma there? Never mind. We are hollow. Shells of what was once a great people. In the bloody revolution, death no longer was a balance of the natural world, but rather a toy, a terrible catalyst for control. Raptor brandished the illimitable dominion over all of our heads, dropping it at the slight hint of disloyalty. How dare you betray me? It must have been unbearable. The times after the princesses left. We were told chaos was the greatest enemy to society, slaughtering hundreds of thousands in its wake. We were told Equestria needed a leader, a shining beacon to bring us out of the swallowing pit of ruin that was chaos. Discord. We were told that freedom was a sin, and in its maximization, it was a plague, eating away at all who welcomed it. The strength of the people fell to its knees and crumbled at the consuming waves of chaos that came under the hood of freedom. Damn, this is some fucking revolutionary writing right here, man. Each and every one of us begged, pleaded for a way out, and Raptor stole his golden opportunity, abolishing freedom in every meaning of the word. How we survived is a mystery, a myth that will be studied and puzzled over for millennia to come. By Twilight Sparkle. Wrath was Raptor's ally, bringing him both security and the totality of rule. After living under his oppression and capitalism, how on the princess's green earth could we betray the people? Capitalism is horrible. Go with communism. Communism is the way. Socialism. Whatever. I don't even get into a governmental argument. Political argument. Where was I? How was I to know if they would survive another dark age? Is there any way they could heal from another time of lawlessness and anarchy? I must choose between the highest of two evils. I could restore order, but put the dictator back on his throne, allowing him to once more pillage, rape, and plunder. Isn't like pillage the same as rape? I don't know. I always thought it was the same, because pillage is raping, I think, and rape. I don't know, it's kind of redundant to me. Pillage and rape, like a pirate, and plunder the good ponies of Equestria. Or I could poison them with the very thing that brought them to the brink. Ultimate freedom. Ultimate freedom! Too much freedom! Freedom! Such a broken mind. Remarkable was his ability to insert his own assaults at precisely the right moments. Torn between her love of the country and liberty, her hatred and security of its current leader. His words were as scarlet and blood resembling as his coat. Ooh. After the decades of vendetta and violence, is there any way you can surely say you are saving them? V for vendetta. The Vox Populi. Vigilant and virtuous. I can't actually remember the whole V for Vendetta alliteration speech. I wish I could, though. It's such an awesome... If you guys haven't seen V for Vendetta, why the fuck are you still listening to this? Because you should just go watch that movie. It's so fucking good. Who's V? Who plays V? Isn't it Hugo Weaving or something? I don't even remember. Natalie Portman plays the heroine. Just a fucking good movie, man. I'm just remembering it now in my head. V for Vendetta. Watch it. Shameless plug for a movie I don't even own. Sweet Celestia, it's like he's in my head. Do you think these ponies remember? Remember a time without sorrow? A time without immorality and taint? A time without me? His chuckle was black as death and smooth as marble. I hated him for it. Hated him for with every ounce of my being. Such a demon could only disgrace the name of Pegasi and Pony altogether. So she is a Pegasi, apparently. How about that? I was I right in my assumption that she's Rainbow Dash's great ancestor or something? I swear to you guys, I haven't read this before. I just was making assumptions. And assuming that her kind of main fucking whatever you call it. A problem. That's not the right word, but conflict. There you go. Is between I can't talk. Is pertaining to loyalty is what I was trying to say. So her conflict is loyalty, so it makes sense that she would be like related to Rainbow Dash somehow, because obviously Rainbow is an element of loyalty, and maybe this will show the background of why she is so loyal to Equestria, because we never really learned that. I mean, you could just kind of assume that's part of her personality in the show, but this guy's taking it one step further. Possibly, I don't know. I haven't read the end of the story. Let's continue. Such a demon could only disgrace the name of Pegasi and Pony altogether. Horrifying is the idea that the very same blood of that race runs through my veins. Spectrum, he's messing with you. You have to end it right now, before any pony else dies. Give the order. Kill the bastard, and not for me and you, for all of those who died fighting for the righteousness and the cause. His mouth was mere inches from my ear, yet his words were so distant. The echo of Midnight's voice resounded across Equestria as the scene was plastered on the television of every home in the country. Television? What? What? Okay. Television. Immortalized by the black and white of film and pixel. Yeah, it's like kind of Big Brother thing. Once again, another parallel to V for Vendetta. Come on. What I do now will set the future and determine the fate of all ponies of Equestria and their generation of children. After that generation and the next, and the next, and the next, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Now is not the moment of truth. Now is the moment of choice. The moment in which control, chaos, good, and evil met. Now was the moment of something Equestria had not felt in what seemed like an eternity. Unity. And suddenly everything clicked. The pieces of the puzzle fall into place and the stars aligned. Reality faded and disappeared altogether. Time and space stopped as the voices returned, together chanting the goodwill that will save all of Equestria. Deliver us from evil. Deliver us from evil. Deliver us from evil. Deliver us from evil. And I did. Ooh, that was pretty good. I don't see how it's a tragedy or anything. It was more like kind of a revolution, epic fucking story. I don't know. That was cool. I like that. The author's note says, here it is, my first attempt, I assume. My first attempt at a one-shot in first-person POV. This is dedicated to all my followers. Thanks for putting up with me. You guys are awesome. I know there's 40 of you, so I expect at least 40 thumbs up. Okay? Okay. Just kidding. Ah, well. Hope you liked it. This was the cover art option. Or the other cover art option. Looks like a fucking album cover to like Cannibal Corpse or something. It's crazy. That is all. Equestria is ours. So that was cool. That was really cool. I like that. I never did learn whether it was like... Is it like after the events of the show, or is it before the events of the show? That's what I want to know. Either way, it was cool. I would like to know if there is actually a connection between Sapphire, Spectrum, and Rainbow Dash. Because it kind of makes sense. Like, Sapphire's blue, Rainbow Dash is blue. Spectrum is a prism, obviously, and Rainbow's a prism, obviously. I don't know. I would like to know more about that. But unfortunately, this guy got banned. I don't know if he's going to make another account. That'd be kind of cool. If he does, someone let me know. Because I I like reading this guy's stories. They're fun. The descriptive language in this was really nice. I really liked it. Not too many grammatical errors. I don't think I saw any, actually. I think it was just me messing up my reading. Uh, it was very dramatic. Very, like, William Shakespeare-esque, you know? Uh, and I just love stories with, like, revolutions and, like, how you can see the conflict of sticking with the old traditional, what you've known, and going towards the future with the revolution. I really like stories like that. And this one does it very well. And only, just 1,000 words. It literally just gets right down to the basics of it. And I really love how it's so well paced that it can just kind of give you the environment of the story, the setting, as it just goes along. And you don't really have to get this, like, oh, there was this time and this happened. It might also help that I read the description, which also kind of gave a little bit of background to it. So I assume if you're going to read this story, read the description first, because it gives you some pretty good background of this Red Raptor, which is just, I still love that name. It reminds me of the Power Rangers, because it wasn't like the Red Power Ranger, like his giant robot thing was a dinosaur or something. I think one of them was like a dinosaur or something like that. Yeah, this was fun. I liked it. It did make me sad, but it gave me some like inspiration, man. It was like inspiring and really cool. Nice writing, little grammatical errors, if any. I didn't see any actually. Um, so yeah, that was fun. Hope you guys tune in for another one of my readings. And peace out. This has been Weird Alicorn.